Oh, we're playing Rivard this week.
So they're gonna tear down the course over at the Abbey and they're gonna
Yep.
put in homes, huh?
Put in homes.
I guess the old, because I think the I think about it, I think the church actually owns it.
Yeah,
And I think
you're
Tom
right.
just leases it, doesn't he?
I think you're right. Yeah, I heard
You know,
a
those
year ago.
Catholics, they need more money.
Well, I heard a year ago or so they were going to put more dorms over there, but now it appears it's going to be houses, which is probably more, more lucrative than.
Pope Leo needs a payment. Chicago style.
I imagine they're doing pretty well, but they could probably always use a little more, you know.
A little something else. Something else to pay for those attorney fees.
Yeah.
Line that a little bit more off the toe area. You got that really lined up against the hosel, and you hear that kind of tingy sound.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Okay. See if we can get a little bit different sound.
Can you put that before or after the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why they take it down. There's somebody here that does not like seeing that.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
So it was a little after, but it felt
A little after,
felt like
right?
before. Yeah, it felt like before the ball.
Right, so let's just try to really feel like we're getting that number down. Start with that. There you go. Much more solid strike, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Down, but we need to, I like that we're swinging down, but let's try to swing a little bit more out to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay? Start getting that, that club path more positive and get that face angle a little bit more negative.
Okay.
Just a few things that we want to kind of see change a little bit.
Yeah. Club path positive, but the face wasn't too good.
So where's Rivard? Is that what you said?
Rivard, yes sir.
That sounds real fancy.
Nah, it's not. It's like $25 around.
Holy cow, man! That's
These days, yeah. It's
about
out
to
on
say, man, it's
41.
almost free.
Yeah.
I mean, good. They're almost paying you to play out there.
Yeah, it's out on 41 out by, go out kind of by the groves and that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess it would be considered Land O'Lakes or maybe Brooksville by the time you got to Rivard.
$25. Holy cow, man. I'm putting that in our queue, man. Everywhere we go, it's a smooth $60 to $70 every time.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
Yes,
good night. I mean, for the same course that was just last year, that was like $30.
You're right.
I'm like, man.
That's why we play it. There's another one that's very reasonable, but it's a lot further drive, is Shalimar
Okay.
out there in not Lakeland. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Lakeland, but way past the lake. But it's about an hour and 15-minute drive is the problem, but it's only $35. I mean, it's a very nice course.
Holy cow. few more, then we'll take a look at it. Any
Okay.
questions right now?
Nope. Good, pretty good. No, what was that? That was not good.
I think we got a little bit of a hip slide.
Yeah. That was terrible, that swing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right? So, hip's starting to slide a little bit on us. Right? We want to try to get that right hip to turn back behind us. Okay?
Yeah.
And it looks like that elbow's getting back, flying out away from us, right? So, want to try to get our arms up a little bit, right? Try to create that nice little structure up at the top that we see with JT here. So if I kind of take a look down the line, see how we've got this nice little, almost like a reverse four or something like that, or a little
Yeah.
four right there.
Yeah.
Right, that's what we want to kind of have on our, get on up there, kind of having that triangle right here when we get up there. You can see when you're there, it's kind of like this,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. That
Right.
was not my best swing.
So, well, we got to look at the bad ones to improve, right? Right, and then because that elbow's in such a awkward position, it gets stuck behind us, and then we start to see this breakdown here of the left arm. Okay, so let's let me go grab something real quick and see if I can kind of help you out a little bit on the other side.
Much better.
All right. So we're going to work on the hip slide next, but I want to kind of work on the follow through. So we'll work on that arm structure, but try to give you a feel for getting rid of this little chicken wing thing first. See that?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to have you do,
Can you also, oh, we don't have to say. I want to see, because to me, I look like, like he's got that curve
Mm-hmm.
to him, and I'm just like
Straight up and down.
straight up and down.
Mm-hmm. That's because your elbow's in such a bad position, you have to stop your chest
Yeah.
to allow your arms, and you have to kind of stand up because you cut your hand path off.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's why he's keeping his lateral side bend right there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to imagine this is like a rope or a string right here, okay? Now let me jump on in there real quick and kind of demonstrate, right? So imagine that thing's right there, okay? And what I want us to do is I want us to try to keep our club underneath it, but our hands extended,
Yeah.
okay? So we're going to swing a couple times, and I want you to kind of feel like you're going to hit it a couple times, but keeping your arms underneath this and keeping it extended. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Right, and we're not trying to take big swings here,
Sure.
just
Yep.
a little quarter swing and just kind of, so I'm going to put this right here, and just, yeah, there you go, good. Mm-hmm, good. Mm-hmm, perfect. Let's just keep with that for a second. Right. Do you feel where your elbow is though?
Yeah.
Right? You feel how it's still with you as you come through? It's
Yeah.
not kind of stuck behind you a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's part of what we want to kind of feel right there.
Yeah.
Okay, do it a couple more times for me, please. Yeah, I know it's not a full swing, but we just want to get that feel. Good. There you go, good. Good. Okay, let's try to do it a couple more times on your own. Yeah, there you go. Good. One more. All right, so we're going to hit 5 balls doing that same method.
Yeah.
Okay? I kind of like working on the follow through first, and then we kind of work our way back a little bit. Because I think if we get a good follow through, then we've naturally done things correctly. Better contact right there, that's for sure. Good. Okay. So let's just see if we're getting rid of that chicken wing real quick. I just want to take a look.
Yeah.
Better, right? Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. Okay. Give me about 2 more here. Okay. Does that give you a pretty good understanding?
Yeah.
Right? The big thing I can see here is our low point was consistently down.
Yeah.
Okay, which is good. Our smash factor's gone up, okay, to the 140s. You actually had one, I think your lowest like 139 or something like that. But you can see not a lot of carry, but you're getting a total of 131
Yeah.
with just a hip to hip swing really.
Yeah, really.
Right? So
Yeah.
the big thing is I think if we just kind of feel like we're shortening up that swing a little bit and get
Yeah.
that arm structure in a better position,
Yeah.
we're going to be good. Okay? So, let's come on over here again. Now, one thing we did see is that hip slide a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So let's kind of do this. Let's put the club across our chest. Okay, very good. All right, and what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to put this right here next to you, and I just want you to kind of focus on, you can bump into it a little bit, but then we got to turn against it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, good. Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah, this I usually never have a problem with, because I mean I even practice this in the airport.
Okay.
Problem is once I get the club in my hand.
Yeah.
But no, I know the feeling, right? And I like the way I do like the way that I turn like this.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is I don't implement it when I swing.
Well, I think the big thing is that we're trying to put hit and performance into it, right? We just need to kind of turn softly like this and
Yeah.
just let the club do what it needs to do. So do me a favor, do this just as a little experiment. Have your hands and arms start and try to keep your hips quiet on the first start. So, yeah, there you go. Okay? And then, yeah, there you go. Okay? What I see from you is that you've got your hands and hips moving at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then we're over rotating. Remember, it's going to be the hands that kind of start, the arms, the shoulders will pull the hips around.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of the sequence that we want to have. We don't want to have everything kind of going together. Then we really get no resistance.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. There you go. Feel yourself turning behind that now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. There you go. What does the swing feel like to you? Talk to me.
Well, definitely, I think it helps me a little bit with the timing of the swing, because once I get here, then I can start turning my hips instead of trying to sync everything up. I mean, I was kind of doing that, you know, on purpose. So, but this kind of helps me get a little bit of a rhythm to it now,
Yeah.
because then I can kind of, I can know when to try and, I mean, I've always kind of got the pressure on here, but once I get here, then I really kind of
You feel it?
Yeah,
Okay. Great.
yeah. And so I think it helps me a little bit on the timing.
Okay. Yeah. Just, you know, we want to kind of have the, you know, we're going to have the hands kind of start, the arms are going to kind of go, you know, and then it's going to start, everything's going to start building off of that,
Yeah.
right? But we just don't want to have the whole building going at once. Does that make sense? Good. So let's do this. Let's hit 4 balls here. Okay. And then we're going to take a look down the line here and see how you're doing. Any questions right now, Mike?
Nope. Did I tell you about old Joe, the 94-year-old guy who used to play with?
No.
He passed away. Yeah. He a couple months ago he fell
Oh.
and hurt his hip. He didn't break it, but he hurt it. And they put him in a nursing home. Then he caught COVID. Passed away. You know how the nursing homes are, though.
How would you like to have lived through, you know, World War II and Vietnam and all those things, and just COVID gets you?
COVID got him.
You know?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Good. That seemed to have a little bit better timing there.
Yeah.
How's it feeling there, big guy?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I like the way I'm hitting it.
You liking the timing? Everything feels like it's more natural now?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Let's see how we're doing here. So let's take a few looks and see how we're doing. Our posture. No. Mine says no. I don't know. Okay, arm structure's getting better. Okay, still want to see those arms up a little bit.
Up a little bit, yeah.
One thing I do see here that I think is not helping us too much is if you look here, you can see your head's kind of going down and towards the target here a little
Yeah,
bit.
that was what we were working on last time, yeah.
And then what happens is you see your hand path is way over the line here a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then coming on in a little bit. All right, and you can
Still
see
chicken winging it, yeah.
chicken winging it right there. You can see that that's a full buffalo wing right there, pal. So trying to keep that arm out and extended from us, right? Kind of definitely one of those things, so if we set up again, all right, I just kind of put my hand right here on your head. There you go. You feel where your head needs to kind of be a little bit, not drifting down too much. Yep. It's going to feel like it's standing up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Standing tall. Bring this guy on in, keep that head where what it's doing. There you go. Yeah. Feel like you're going to finish low underneath that. There you go. Good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, big guy. Let's do 5 swings here, okay? Okay. Kept that low. One more for me. All right, so let's come on over here and take a look. All right, this is, so we're going to try to work on that arm structure a little bit. Okay, you got to get those arms up. You see where your left arm is there?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even close to shoulder. Right there. Okay, so once again, all right, so bring it on back. There you go, good. There you go.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's got to feel like to you like you're swinging up to the Himalayas, right?
Yeah.
But now when I see your right elbow's in a much better position to drive down and through, you see how we can pull now?
Yeah.
Okay. But if I get here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's no place to pull. This guy's kind of stuck, right?
Yeah.
So getting him up like this
Yeah.
is important, right? So I want you to, you've got like a gym membership, you know how they have those things where you pull down?
Yeah.
That's where you want to be, right? So just kind of slowly pull down for me, right? Right? That's kind of more where we want to kind of be with our arm structure. Up, and that way that guy can go boom, and then turn around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Better.
Good. Get up to the top and stop for me. All right. Now do me a favor. So lift that arm just a little bit. There you go. Okay, now give me the swing down and through. Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Right now, do you see how you can come in at a much steeper angle?
Yeah.
Right? When you're looking at your low point over there, right? If I get really flat right over here,
Yeah.
that kind of is a good indicator that I'm probably for you underneath my shoulder plane here.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to get that angle of attack down.
Down. Yeah.
Right? But if I get my hands up, I can get down.
Yeah.
Get around, I'm going around.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Drink real quick.
Yeah. Take a little break. I guess old Delray's got a something to do. He got to go to a party or
Yeah.
photograph a party.
Homecoming, I think you said.
Yeah. So I said you're going to be like the paparazzi,
Yeah.
kind of hanging out, snagging pictures.
Yeah.
So it was good to see he's excited about that one. So that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we only got, I think we only have 3. Because with Tony out and Dell out.
There you go. Get those arms up. There you go. Don't overswing.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't feel like I had my arms
I'm about to say, you were pretty flat on that one. I saw that elbow back, right? Okay, feel like you're swinging up to the Himalayas. You feel the difference there?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Let's take a quick gander at that guy real quick and see if we're getting those arms up. Yeah, we're getting them up, creating a little bit of a lift though.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't need to lift our body to get up there, we just want to turn our shoulders up to the top.
Yeah.
And then you can see that chicken wing, right? And that's just because you're swinging, I mean, the path says it's positive, but I think you kind of manipulate the program, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely over the top.
Over the line, yeah.
Right. All right, we want to stay inside this line right here. Okay, but what we're trying to achieve here, right, other than the lift, right, you can see that we're starting to get that arm structure much more like what JT has here,
Yeah.
right? That's a start right there.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't want to do where we're doing this, right, lifting up. We still want to keep our chest there, but we want to make sure that we're rotating our shoulders and then getting up here, right? So,
Okay. But yeah, it definitely feels like, you know, when I'm up here, I mean, again, part of it is because I'm lifting, but
mm-hmm.
when I'm up here, it just seems like you say, it's just a better attack position
Yeah,
than kind of this.
yeah,
Where I'm more sweeping at it.
yeah. We're just getting that right elbow away from us, right?
Yeah.
Giving that thing room to react and do what it needs to do. Once it gets strapped to our side, you know, there's a few players that can play like that, but
Yeah.
you know, they're going to be great in the wind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm sure they're going to be hitting hooks all day long or something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I definitely noticed some of the better players that I play with, they get, you know, if their 7-iron goes a heck of a lot higher than mine. Mine's more like a,
mhm.
you know, a straight, you know, line drive shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, that works sometimes, but you know, if you're looking for some loft to kind of come down on the green, I generally don't get that, especially with my 7. I got to go down to a lot lower club.
Yes.
And
yes.
even with that, you know, sometimes still it's more of the line drive shot, and then of course you're off the back of the green or something, because
Absolutely.
yeah,
So yeah, getting your swing more vertically up
Yeah.
will allow it to get down and get that angled attack, so we can get some height. Good. Get those arms up.
yeah,
Kind of piecing a few things together there, right?
yeah. It's kind of felt like I was a little before the ball on that one. That was the old chicken wing. Could feel that.
Feel it?
Came down on it obviously a little better, but
Mm-hmm.
still felt like I was.
The chicken wing in it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just makes me laugh because of how much I get out of doing it wrong. And you start to think of, man, if I could actually, if you did put it all together and do it right, just think of what you would actually get, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel I felt myself already kind of coming like that, and it was a little out of sync because I was back here and I caught myself, and then I kind of went here,
Okay.
and it added that extra little
hitch.
split second. But at least I could feel I was doing it. During my swing, I knew I was doing it.
So if I
It's not
can.
easy to correct it once you're up there, but
So here, let's not worry about the ball. I'm going to put this right here,
Yeah.
okay? And just feel like you kind of swing outside of that. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Gotta be more like that.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Good. Feel the swing plane? Feel how your hands are going, where your hands are going there?
Yeah.
Good. Good. All right. Good.
Yeah, when I get here, I just need to go up
Mm-hmm.
instead of getting all the way back here. Yeah.
Let me show you a little something to kind of help you with your takeaway just a little bit here, okay? So we'll practice, okay? Now let's do this kind of together here a little bit, okay? So maybe this will give you a good feel for what the hands need to kind of do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand, put it on top here. Take our right hand and split grip it. Huh? Good. So as I kind of do this, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to leave the handle in this area right here. I'm going to move the head. There you go. Okay? Good. Okay? So, as you can see, the butt of the club doesn't move very much. It's going to stay somewhat in the same area,
Yeah.
right? But you see how much the head has moved?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, do that again. Now, all we need to do now,
Let's come up. Yeah.
correct. Okay? So, one way to kind of practice that is I would just kind of get the split grip here and then just kind of do the hockey move.
Okay.
Right? Just kind of do that for a second, right? Feel where that butt of the club kind of moves this way and the head really moves, right? Then put my hand there. And then all I have to do now is just kind of push into the ground and turn up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There you go. So the reason I wanted to kind of show you that, does it give you the feel of how the hands start, the arms go?
Yeah.
Does that give you a good feel for what we're trying to do right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, just to kind of give you some rhythm. There you go. So, real quick, do one favor here. Good. There you go. Can you give me some ideas of feel? Like what it feels different, feels the same?
No, it definitely, I like it because, again, I think it helps a little bit just with the timing
Mm-hmm.
of the sequence of, the movements.
Yeah.
And keeping it here, that's a pretty easy move.
Yeah. But the big thing is that we're trying to get your wrists and your shoulders to match up a little bit better,
Yeah.
right? As we kind of do that a little bit. I think as we just kind of get out here really long, you can see my shoulders have turned.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost 90 degrees at this point, but my hands haven't hinged, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of one of those things you get here and then you're really flat
Yeah.
back over here.
Yeah.
And two things don't work for you terribly too well. One, the right elbow's strapped, and two, we haven't really developed a wrist hinge. So
Yeah.
not a lot of power going to get into that. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So, but if we can kind of keep that here, now I've got a chance to kind of create some speed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. myself a drink. Ooh, what's on tap for today?
Bunch of stuff for the house.
Nice.
Well, I'll say a bunch, a couple things. We got a guy coming over to give us an estimate on kind of those permanent lights that go almost under the
Yeah.
gutters or whatever on
Yeah.
the eaves and stuff. And then we got a yearly air conditioner maintenance in between 12 and 4. So that pretty much ties up most of your day. You hope it's more towards 12 than it is 4, but
Yeah.
you know how it is. If you try and go and do something, it'll be at 12, and if you sit around and wait for them all day, it'll be more towards the 4, right?
Correct. You plan on doing something at 1 o'clock, you'll definitely show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but things that need to be done, and then probably the first couple weeks of November, I'll probably be going to Virginia a couple times for work, is what it appears.
We're in Virginia?
Well, the second one will be Arlington. The
Okay.
first one, I'm not sure. They said it wasn't Arlington, but I don't know where it is. Not yet, anyway. Hopefully to find out today.
I lived over in Alexandria for a while.
Okay. Where's that?
Oh,
Approximation?
that's just outside of DC. It's a little
Oh, okay.
suburb outside of DC.
Yeah.
Kind of down the road from Fairfax.
Okay.
So right around there. So
Okay.
it's got a great little little tube into the city.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 or 3 blocks away from us and stuff
Okay.
like this. So you jump on that thing and just take the tube into town.
Yeah.
Loved it, man.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Did you ever? Then you must have probably went and seen the cherry blossoms at least once or twice, right?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see?
yeah.
I
It's
always wanted
beautiful.
to do that. Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's packed.
That's
People
what
everywhere. I
everybody
mean,
says.
it's you know, you want to see this beauty, but you got everybody with a camera and a
Yeah.
phone everywhere. You're like, it just kind of takes away from the whole experience.
That's
you know?
what people were saying. Like it's like, man, it's a madhouse there.
I'm sure that probably before the age of like cell phones,
Yeah.
I'm sure it was very nice and tranquil. But
Yeah.
now it's like, you know, everybody's got their selfie sticks and all that. You're like,
Yeah,
oh god, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can put this all together here.
Just working on that timing.
Flat, but no, it did good after all. I mean, 143, that's pretty good for me.
Sure. Let's see what the height is though.
Yeah, it wasn't very high.
Hang time. It's got the same kind of hang time I did, 4 seconds short. Let's move it up in our stance just a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was really putting any pressure on my feet on that.
Okay.
It's kind
Felt like you had a little bit of a slide there?
Yeah, I was kind of sliding around a little bit, yeah. thinking too much now.
It's all right. All right, so as you can kind of see, a little bit of a reverse pivot here.
Yeah.
Okay, see how the chest is over here, hips have gone this way?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of get rid of that feeling. All right, so what I want you to do is we're going to do this. I want you to swing and look towards the camera, and then swing and then look towards the thing. Okay? Get rid of that reverse pivot. Yep. Good. Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay. Get a feel for what we're doing here. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Who's doing the air conditioning cleaning?
Bayonet.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's our first, after 1 year maintenance or whatever.
Mhm.
But then you pay them like $240, and they come like every 6 months.
Okay.
It pays for 2 every 6 months. So.
yeah. You got to have air conditioning, especially in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no question about that.
Yes.
Like, people can live without heat around here, but air conditioning, people start dropping off real quick.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Good swing right there.
Okay.
Good swing. Did you feel yourself pushing into the ground on that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
All right, that's getting that chest over that right foot, right? Little chicken wing there, right?
Yeah. Triangle.
Give yourself a practice swing here. All right, feel like you're going to hit that string out in front of you, right? Keeping those hands feeling like they're low and straight. There you go. Good. Sounded pretty good right there. How'd that one feel for you?
Yeah, it felt good.
Okay,
I mean, I
good.
got 60 on it. That's probably my highest one.
Correct.
For sure.
That's where we need to kind of be living at right there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm concerned about the distance, obviously, but
Yeah.
you need to get some height so you can grab the greens a little bit,
Yeah.
right? That's good. Getting those arms up good. There you go. Yep. Right. Back to 60. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. A little left.
Yeah.
A little low.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good work right there.
Yeah, that felt good.
Good work. How's the short game going for us? Good?
Yeah, it is. It's we're still a work in progress.
Okay.
For sure. But I have tried to go away from my favorite 1980s technology and start using my newer clubs,
Absolutely.
because I rely on that one for that's got to be the club that I pull out the most, I would say. Just because, anything from 80-ish in,
Mm-hmm.
I'll use that.
Gotcha.
And so I'm trying to get away from that more now. I mean, it takes a little while because it's the club I feel the most comfortable with, but like you say, it's all about the full swing, and how much I'm gonna, it's all about how much I'm gonna take off of it.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
that's just something to get used to. Different mindset.
Those arms up. Here we go. Good job. Just a little bit out to the right, but
Yeah.
big thing is we're starting to see some height, not those line drives. That's big.
Yeah.
That tells me that we're starting to get our arms up a little bit more, right? Getting that angle of attack down. Good. Right.
Yeah, well, I like this move because this kind of, one, it helps me get my arms started first, but number two, I kind of know when to come up.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice, once I stop that, then come up and go down.
Good. Little slide there, right? You feel that?
Felt it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad I'm not playing today, because once we go through this full session and then an hour later I'm out playing 18, I'm just kind of like
Drained, I'm sure, man, especially when you're at, almost 70, 60 balls right now.
Yeah.
By the time we're done, I'm sure it'll be 70, 75 or something like that, so.
It's like a full round, I'm not that young anymore. That's falling forward.
Yeah, at the end of Delray's session, I think we were up to about 78 balls hit in the thing, and you could just tell he's getting tired. Things are going left, things are going right.
Well,
I was like, in a regular round of golf, you're probably going to hit it maybe 50, 55 times, something like that. And then you get to throw on 30 putts or something like that. That's where most of your strokes are, and half your strokes are just around the green too. So think about that, right? I mean, there's probably 40 plus full swings, you know what I mean? So,
and a round takes 4 hours. This is like getting all that done in an hour.
Correct.
You know what I mean, that's my one thing. It's kind of like when you go to the range, you're hitting these rapid fire balls all the time, and it's like, it's really not how you play. You spread those shots out over a couple
absolutely,
hours,
absolutely. I love those guys when they go to the driving range. They bring their lawn chair and they just sit there and hang out, and you're like, oh, this guy's playing golf today out here.
They're just taking it easy.
Absolutely, man. They have a little cooler there, a little lounge chair.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're there for the day, man.
I saw a
They're
fella,
not going home to the wife.
guy yesterday, a couple days ago at Green Chasers. He had filled up 2 large buckets. I didn't say anything to him, but I was gonna say, man, dude, you're gonna make a full day out of that, because those large buckets are 110 to 120 balls. So he was hitting 220 to 240.
And how much is he charging for a large bucket?
It's all pretty reasonable. Like a small, which is in between 35 and 40, is like $5.90, $5.39, something, a little bit over $5.
Okay.
And then, medium large. I've never bought them medium and large, but he's probably the most reasonable on his bucket of balls. The quantity he gives you and how much he charges you.
Gotcha.
He's upgrading it. He's got a sign up there saying that, because right now you can't hit more than 200 or you go into the woods and all that. So he's putting up netting back there so you can hit driver or whatever. And then he's adding some more bays. And then I think instead of just getting, old balls, he's actually getting range balls, and so I've
actually been to his house. He's actually got he's been sitting on these range balls ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he's excited about it. He's I think he's getting a small loan or something like that. He's going to fix the nets. He's going to buy the property.
Okay.
Coach is always out there working on something out there.
Yeah.
So he loves the place, so which is great.
No, it's, to me, dude, it's perfect because there's hardly any ranges around, especially in Zephyr Hills anymore since Silverado's gone.
Yeah.
And he's reasonable. It's, fairly easy to get to. Man, I wish I owned that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's it open 24 hours.
Yeah, so, open 24 hours. It's got the automatic, use your ATM card.
Absolutely.
It's a great idea in a place that doesn't have hardly any competition.
Oh, he's got a gold mine right there. As long as the only thing he's got to worry about is if a big rainstorm comes and he gets flooded. That's an issue. But good Lord willing, we don't have that hopefully, but the way that they're building homes here, I think everybody's going to get flooded out eventually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Except for the newest neighborhood that built higher than everybody else.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I just like it, from a pure investing your money into something, and that you could work at it and kind of that could be your job, keeping it up, looking for the next thing you're going to bring into it. And that's kind of a really cool thing to have. like I said, I wish I would have that. I'd like to buy it from him, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because long term it'd be fun to own that.
But just like everything else, though, I'm sure, you know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I'm sure.
No, but just, you know, but again, to me, it would be more fun
Yeah.
to have problems working on that. You know, you're outside, it has to do with golf, you know.
The only thing I worry about or get concerned about is some of the people that you get there sometimes.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's 100% hackers, most of them.
Exactly.
And I mean, dude, I had, what was it, some old guy. So you know how their bays are kind of side by side, right, left to right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he's in his bay like this, practice swinging towards me. I mean, I was only about 2 bays down, and he's just old dude swinging like for the stars, you know. And I'm thinking, man, if that club freaking slips out of your hand, dude, it's gonna freaking conk me.
Ooh.
So I picked up all my stuff and I moved all the way down at the other end. I don't know if he got the hint,
hint.
but I'm thinking, dude, okay, you know, practice swing out towards the field.
Yeah.
Why are you swinging towards everybody else? I'm thinking, no, there's no way, man. Get out of here.
Oh yeah. If you want a good laugh, right? If you're feeling down about your golf swing, go there, sit in the parking lot for about 30 minutes, watch some of these people who are like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, my swing is not that bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I saw some kids there the other day, little shits, little girls, and dad had them out there. You know, that's a good place for them to get out and hit some balls.
it'd be nice if there was a golf course where you get a decent membership around here
Yeah,
instead of
they're all pricey, boy.
snotty yards.
You know, Lexington Oaks used to have a pretty good deal in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It was like May through, I think, end of October. I don't know if it's 6 months or so, but and it was only like $350.
Oh,
And
wow.
you got a round and everything or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was kind of like a membership, but only during those
Yeah.
those months.
Yeah.
I think just because they didn't have the traffic, you know. I don't think they offer that anymore, but the first couple of years I moved down here, I saw that they had that. Problem is with like Tony and Dell and us, we like to play different courses instead of the same one every time. That's the
Yeah.
only drawback about getting a membership somewhere.
All right, I've always noticed that there's 2 categories of golfers, you know, that group together and play. There's always the group that plays on the same course, same time, same everything.
All the time, yes.
Same group, same pairing,
Yeah.
nothing changes for the next 40 years with those guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got the group of guys that are like, I don't want a membership, I want to go, I might as well save my money,
Yeah.
play this course, that course,
Yeah.
and just play it all over,
Yeah,
right?
that's the way we are.
Yeah, you know, that's how my group is.
Yeah.
We're much more like, hey, let's go play over in Lakeland. Let's go
Yeah.
play in Tampa. Let's go
Yeah.
play in Brooksville, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we used to always be over at Silverado, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But you know, that place was just, it was a rarity.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
really treated people so different compared to other courses in the area.
Yeah, and it was a fun course and it was reasonably priced. And yeah, you know, it had a nice range.
Had a nice range.
You
It was
know,
easy to walk. You
yeah.
go up, down,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Where if you go walk Lake Bernadette, I mean, that's a 10-mile hike just to go around a 5-mile course, you know what I mean?
right. Yeah, you're right. Yes. Did you hear anything about Southport?
They're still working on it as far
Yeah.
as I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Been closed forever.
I don't, you know, I can't be really, I mean, if I was a member, I'd be absolutely, you know, maybe they're happy about it, but I mean, that thing's been down for almost 6 months now.
Yeah, exactly. And if you remember, they closed for 6 months last year to redo all the greens. This is the second time. I hope they get it right, you know.
It sounds like they need a new superintendent.
Yeah. The last one before I was 58, so I'm at least getting, I mean, that height, I don't know that that 39 was right, because it looks a little higher than that, but I do like the height I'm getting now.
All right, playing that ball a little bit far forward, right, and getting those arms up, that's big. All right, getting that angle of attack down on it. Not so flat.
Yeah.
There you go. Better.
Yeah.
Much better. Getting higher.
Felt a little flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's probably, when we start to see that, maybe a little flat one, but probably a little bit of that lateral slide coming in,
Yeah,
right?
I felt like it, yeah.
Okay, good. Feel like that right hip's turning back behind us. Good.
Didn't like that one either.
One more, I want to take a look at this real quick. I just want to kind of take a look at this right foot here a little bit.
Okay.
So you see how it's out a little bit?
Yeah.
I want to get that squared off like this one right here. Okay? And I want this foot to look more like that foot.
Okay.
Okay?
So lead foot out a little bit
Yeah.
and turn foot more square.
So watch your foot here. It kind of slides out a little bit.
Yeah.
You see it turning there a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay? That's going to help allow you to have that slide a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So my theory is if we can square up this foot a little bit, you're going to feel where that kind of blocks you and get you to turn back behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So go ahead and set up again for me, please. Good. Now make sure you feel like your right foot's almost pigeon-toed.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Now just kind of give me a swing.
Yeah.
Right? So now you've got a little block there on your foot, right?
Yeah.
To kind of get you to turn it. So you want to feel pigeon-toed with that right foot.
Yeah.
Yep. Feel like it's turned in. Right? You notice how all your weight now is going forward,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing that's going back,
Yeah.
right? Because now we've got that foot squared off. I think we're kind of like this, and then we got this guy like this.
Yeah.
So it's allowing you to get this going,
Slide, okay.
right? Because I see you kind of going like this. That
Yeah.
right foot's starting to kind of turn out and
Slide
slide
a
a
little
little bit,
bit, yeah.
right? I want to kind of get that blocked up so that energy is going back behind the hip instead of going out to the side.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's hit a few more here, and then I'll let you go get ready for the air conditioning guy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Any questions there?
Yeah.
All right, so square up that back foot for me a little bit.
Yeah. That felt good.
Yeah.
That felt good. Yeah.
Look where our height is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because now you're not having to slide into impact. Now you're able to attack at impact.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good work. All right, square up that foot. Feel like it's pigeon-toed on that right foot.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to feel like to you. So if that's more of your miss hip, we're getting better. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
Good. Square that foot. Good. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
Give me 2 more here, big guy. Let's have a little chit chat.
Yeah, a little behind it. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but not great.
Square up that foot. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, miss it, but
So you give me 1 more here,
yeah.
okay? Square up that foot for me, okay? And move it up in your setup. You kind of moved it back now, because what we've done with our feet a little bit, okay? There you go. Good. Okay. Better, right?
But yeah, better for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now I'm closer to 60s instead of 40s. Yeah, for height anyway.
Correct. We're going to have a chance to kind of stay on that green, hit and kind of
Yeah.
stop, right?
Yeah.
So let's kind of talk about in reverse of what we kind of did, right? One thing that we kind of did was we had the old thing right here,
Yeah.
making sure that we're getting rid of that chicken wing, feeling like we're swinging out away from us and keeping our hands kind of low.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't want to feel like I'm kind of raising them up or anything like that. So, you know, a great way to kind of practice if you got like an old rope around the house or a, you know, noodle or something like that, or just imagine something, right?
Yeah.
Just get here and then boom, right? Making sure that we feel like our weight's going forward, our arms are out in front of us,
Yeah.
right? But we just kind of have that feeling, boom, like that. We kind of keep our arms out in front of us. And that's a big thing for us right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The other big thing that we kind of worked on a little bit was the hip slide a little bit. Okay. We want to feel that hip turn back behind us. I think a good thing for us is making sure that we get that foot squared up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost going to feel like I've got this thing kind of pinched in a little bit right here. So that way when I start to turn and go, that hip turns behind me instead of if I get like this, then I can let it slide on me,
Yeah.
right? And then my low point has gone from here to over here now, right? And then we start to get that low ball flight that we don't want, right?
Yeah.
The other thing that we kind of talked about was the initial start of the golf swing,
Yeah.
right? So it's, you know, I like the idea if I just kind of split the grip here a little bit, just to so and move, right? I've moved that club head every bit of 3 or 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
I'm controlling that club head number 2, and I'm not moving my hands away with the club,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm keeping everything to go, right? So you can see my shoulders really have to turn to maintain this arm structure. But if I do this,
Yeah.
you see how little my shoulders have turned at this point?
Yeah.
Now all I have to do is I've got this little checkpoint. Now I have to do is just turn up,
Yeah.
okay? Feeling like my right elbow is kind of more down where I can kind of pull on something right there.
Yeah.
Let's think. What else? Still worked on the head a little bit, right? Still kind of falling forward, right? We still want to kind of feel like our chest kind of stays here and we turn around that chest a little bit and
Yeah.
come through. We don't want to kind of have that feeling, and I think it's kind of with the arm structure, you kind of get the arms in and we kind of go like that,
Right now, yeah.
right? Let me think, what else did we kind of talk about here a little bit? The reverse pivot that we kind of saw a little bit, right? Once we start to see that, we want to kind of have that feeling turning towards the camera. See how my chest is over my right foot here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then turning over here, my chest now and head is over my left foot. Okay. We don't want to get to the point where it's like this, head over my left foot on the backswing and then head over the right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's definitely got to be boom, right? Feel like my hands or something like that could just kind of go over my right foot here a little bit. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions of what we worked on, my man?
No. No. That's good.
Good. We'll schedule up your next one. How's that sound?
Yep.
All right.